You're listening to the Endless Party Radio Show with the Doc on Colossal Radio.
So we have a Friday edition of the Endless Party Radio Show. Quite simply, the best party in town, man, for real. Across this nation, people that are on board right now with email coming in from Nevada and Arizona and Texas and Georgia and South Carolina and New York and Montana and Wyoming. I mean, it's a proven fact, Steber, that these people have nothing else better to do but to listen to this show or voyeur in or whatever, man.
Well, they know it's the best station around, that's why.
Freaking A right, man. It's the most unconventional thing I've been associated with in 35 years. And there have been a lot of people now, since we've been promoting this all week long, thanks to my publicist and bookie, Dave the Bookie, hooking us up with somebody who's going to be very frank and a very candid interview with... a lot of people fell in love with her when the video came out, right? You know,
absolutely.
Warren and Sherry Pie, and it's like, who's that girl, man? Who's that girl? Everybody wanted to date her, you know.
I can't believe we're actually going to talk to her.
How about it?
I know.
So let's welcome Bobbie Jean Brown to the show. Bobbie Jean, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hey, how's it going?
It's good, man. How was that for a lead-in, man? Pretty cool, right?
Yeah. Very nice intro. Thank you.
Listen, it's great to have you on board with the show. And Bobbie Jean Brown, author of Dirty Rocker Boys from a while back. We'll touch base on that, but also a new book that's out and touch base on a fun career. Model, author, comedian. I mean, you got it all.
Yep.
You got it all going on, man. And it all started in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Yeah, believe it or not, yeah.
How's that? How do you get something like this? And going from there, were you from like some kind of like church going family, and you wanted to like just kind of like step outside the box, going, the hell with this? I'm going to be a rocker girl.
I mean, kind of. I mean, it wasn't super. I was raised Catholic, had to go to catechism and do that whole thing. Church every Sunday, but definitely was always a little rebel, you know? Mm-hmm. Anytime I was told to do something, you could be sure that I would do the opposite, so.
That's awesome. Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Totally.
Me too.
Yeah.
So, so with that, like, do you go back to Louisiana now? Do you go back, like, do they have a street named after you because now you made it big and you're like, I mean, do they...
No. They named a tampon after me. No, I'm kidding. No, they didn't. But I do go home often.
That's hilarious.
I do.
That is too funny.
Yeah.
It's... where do I start? And like I told Bobbie Jean before we went on the show, listen, man, I don't come into any interview for 35 years. Well, not all 35, about 30 out of the 35 years. I don't come in, man, with any kind of, and Steber, you know this for a long time. We've been together. I don't come in with any canned questions, and I told Bobbie Jean this. It's just a matter of hanging out, getting a real feel for, somebody who's been around, can I say you've been around a block?
I mean, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess you could say that. I've been there, done that, and bought the T-shirt. So, I mean, I think I've been there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And so have I. But, here you started out a beauty pageant contestant. Let me tell you something. You've taken very good care of yourself. You are still hot. And I don't know, I know you're single. And I have friends of mine. I have friends of mine in L.A. I mean, I don't know. Like, could we shack up if I come out? We can drink on the business credit card and drink on it if you still want to party.
Oh my God, yeah. Yes, I'm single again. Yeah, after 2 years, and happy. I'm like at peace. I'm fine. I don't even need it.
Listen, Well, wait a minute.
That was the nicest way of telling you no. She's not interested in you.
Yeah.
No.
Listen.
I'm just checking off the bucket list right now.
Well, listen, you should check out my bucket list, man. I mean, I have a lot of people. No. They say you're cute. I have a hard time taking compliments, but people call me cute. Other than Steber, if Steber would call me cute, I'd punch him right in the throat. But
oh my God.
But that's what they say. But listen, I too am looking and new on the market. Out of 3 ex-wives, I've given them all houses.
Oh wow!
So you know what? Even though you made it, and now you're a big author, and you got all this stuff going on. Like if we would hook up, really, I mean, my track record, it's not going to last long, and you'll end up with another house here on the East Coast.
Hey, so if you're offering me a house, I might consider it.
There you go.
Everybody does.
I'll send you the address.
Yeah. So we have Bobbie Jean Brown on board here with us, and it started out. Listen, so you were the Warrant and Cherry Pie Girl right from the beginning. How'd that all happen? That's where I think is that where maybe the prominence came into play right there for you. When it all started.
Yeah, pretty well. I mean, it was actually Star Search. I did Star Search. That's where Janie saw me, then hired me to do the video, and then the rest is history. After that video hit, it was #1 for like a year. So,
wow.
Pretty much put me on the map besides the Star Search.
Wow, did not know that. I did not know about the whole Star Search thing, and that's where.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I won more times than anybody in any category on that show. So, but I did not win the 100,000. So.
All right, you made that up anyway. Down the road, you made that up. You're fine.
No, it's true. I didn't. Like really. I won 13 times in a row, and then I lost the final episode.
You know what?
Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I mean, was that like? Do you think it's fixed? Yeah, you think it's rigged? Maybe
yeah,
it's rigged.
kinda. I mean, I felt like it kind of was. Yeah, didn't make sense.
Yeah, right. But then, like I said, then from there, for those of you that might maybe like us, because I missed that whole Star Search thing, and certainly have a background on you and doing what I've done for a long time, and it's like, but I don't know, I missed the whole Star Search, when you were on there, but certainly cannot forget, being the Cherry Pie Girl on the Warrant video and all over the place when MTV was really MTV, and
yeah, exactly.
You've been on TV shows. I know you were on there, and I saw the episodes with Married with Children. 3 episodes. I think it was three or 4 episodes that you were on there, I believe.
Yeah, correct.
And then I don't know. You even played. This was interesting. You even played Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter.
No, I did not.
Oh, you did not.
Daughter, but I was the video. I was the video girl. Like when they go into the future and they have all the futuristic people in the blockbuster. I'm one of the girls that he talks to.
Ah, I got it. I thought it was a daughter. So
no.
Boo on me. How was it when going back to the Warrant Cherry Pie video and that song that you're so familiar with and synonymous with? When they what was the movie, Steber, they used with that video?
Grown Ups 2.
Grown Ups 2.
It was on it was Gower Studios.
What was it?
Gower Studios.
Well, they used it, but they used Warrant and Cherry Pie, I think, in the Friends or the
Grown Ups 2.
Grown Ups 2 movie.
When Shaquille O'Neal was the police officer, and they pulled into the car wash.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That song has been in so many movies and commercials and shit. I don't even know.
Yeah, for real, really. So so much that you've done over the course of your career. You're very candid. You're very upfront. Everything from your cocaine and meth addiction for a long time to I mean, tell me more about it and the books, whether it's Dirty Rocker Boys, whether you pick that one up, which is a great read and very, very frank, man. And then we'll fall off into the cherry on top. But talk a little bit about yourself. You are very open. You're an open book. I love the realness about it. What's going on, man?
Yes, I'm very self-deprecating and very honest about everything that I do in my life because I try to help other people, try to be like the poster child for what not to do. Mm-hmm. So the first book, Dirty Rocker Boys, is an autobiography. Cherry on Top picks up where that one leaves off. It's basically like a part 2, and it leads you up to where I am now in life. Mm-hmm. And it's just a continuation. Most autobiographies don't have a continuation or a part 2, but mine does, and I'm excited, and it's going to be good, and it leads you to where I am today. So, So if anybody was ever curious after reading Dirty Rocker Boys, like, well, wonder what she's doing now. Well, just pick up Cherry on Top, and you'll find out.
I'll tell you what, and you really have. I mean, you look great for real. I mean, and I'm right there in your age category. You. Can we hook up, Loaf? I keep going back to that, man. I just want to hook up, man. I just want to hook up. You know, I'm not.
I definitely try. That's for sure. I mean, not hard. I don't try hard, but I do try.
That's all. I mean, you do. Do you go to the gym?
No, I don't.
All right. Okay.
Did you see her? Does she need to go to the gym?
Well, I didn't know.
No.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, you should see
you
me.
Need to go to the gym.
Well, I need to go to the gym.
I think I was just blessed with good genes, honestly.
So is your daughter. Is that your daughter?
The blonde, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
Is she looking for a date, maybe?
And she's got a boyfriend, but, you know, she's only 27, so.
That's okay too. I mean, listen. I'm just throwing myself out there. So cherry on top. I love it. I love it here. Flirty, 40-something, and funny as fuck.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So you know, I have to tell you too. This is really interesting. I don't know if you know, but today is National Book Lovers Day, man.
Is it?
It is.
Well, hell, get out there and love some of my books.
That's right, man. So you got to get on board. Listen, cherry on top. Let's talk a little bit about it. I know we briefly touched base on that, but let's talk a little bit about that. This is the newest book. On board here with us, Bobbie Jean Brown, and from Warrant. For those of you going, who? Warrant, Cherry Pie fame in the video. I mean, I'm trying to give some of these people that are, you know, half of them that listen to this show are some kind of mental heads. But that's where you know Bobbie Brown from. Let's talk about this book a little more in detail.
Yeah, so I'm turning 50 this year, and literally I fell down the stairs. I fell down the stairs last year and hit my head table first.
Really?
And the doctor said had it hit just a centimeter more to the right, I would hit that vein in the middle of my forehead and died instantly.
What?
So I had black eyes for 3 months and looked like the Elephant Man, and literally was like looking in the mirror going, what the hell am I doing here? What am I doing with my life? I have nobody to call. I have no boyfriend. What am I doing? So I kind of decided in that moment that I needed to reinvent myself, and I just threw caution to the wind and said, you know, I'm going to do this, pick myself up and do this on my own. I started doing stand-up comedy and started killing it, and
that's awesome.
Literally just at 50 years old decided I can live my life, and start over, do all the things that I was scared to do, and by myself, and essentially just did that. I still make mistakes along the way, and I talk about that in the book, obviously, because I still, I haven't recreated the wheel by any means, but
we all do.
It's basically, it's an anti-hero story, basically like you can do it, just, get off your ass and just forge ahead with no fear. So that's what this book's about.
Yeah, and a great. That's something we talk about here all the time, Steber, with different things.
Absolutely.
Forge ahead, man. You can get kicked as many times as you want in the forehead, man, and in the nuts, and it's how you react to it, how you move ahead, and how you get on with it. You can sit there and blame everybody else for your problems, and it's like, well, I'm sorry. I mean, it really wasn't my fault. Take control of your own actions and
take accountability. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, totally. You do. Get on with it. And quit blaming everybody else. Quit
exactly.
blaming everybody else.
No victim stances. You just gotta, do you.
Yeah. Wow. Wait a minute.
That's
Listen, we should hook up. Like you know what? I'm already in love with you, and it's like like I am. And listen, Steber, tell her what I say on this show every day. What do I say?
Just do you.
Just do you.
I mean, literally.
Get out.
No.
I swear,
Really?
you go back in some of my old shows, or you go back onto my Facebook page, onto the Colossal Radio Facebook page, and you'll see me saying, just do you. See, we already have something in common, man.
Well, there you go. Synchronicity.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. I'll take this. I'll let Steber keep this as a home base. I'll do a satellite Colossal Radio office from. I don't care if you want me to do it from the couch or even your bedroom. I'll do a satellite office of Colossal Radio
God.
there. That works, man.
All right. Well, you guys should come out to one of my shows. I'm performing on the 31st, and my book party's on the 30th. So you guys got to come out.
Very cool. Listen, we do have some people out right now on board with us in L.A. Where's out there on the West Coast? Where are you going to be performing? Where's the book signing going to be?
Okay, so the book signing's going to be at Book Soup on Sunset Boulevard in West Hollywood, 7:30 p.m., August 30th, and then I perform a set at the Dojo the 31st.
Nice, very cool. Would you consider? Are you going to do just the comedy scene out there on the West Coast? Because I have ties, and I know Dave, my publicist and bookie, is on board with us right now with this interview and show as we speak. I mean, he and myself can personally hook you up with the owner of Wisecracker Comedy Clubs right here on the East Coast if you'd come over this way.
Yeah, I would love to.
Oh, that would be awesome. Listen, I got a place for you to stay too.
Okay.
Here we go. We always go back to that. For the record, I still want the autographed picture. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, we need an autographed picture. Dave, you got to send information where we're from so we both get an autographed picture. Dave does all that work. He's listening now. Could we get an autographed picture? Maybe a signed copy of the books would be cool to have and showcase on this show.
That would be cool. Yeah, just Dave, email me and with your address and stuff, and I can send all that stuff out to you.
That's all good. Listen, so what else is on the docket for you? You know, I can go on and on with this interview, and I'm sure if you have a question and you want to hit me up at info@colossalradio.rocks, you have a quick interview for Bobbie Jean Brown, then send it off right away. But what else we have on the docket for you? You have this new book. It's done well for you. Life has done well, but you aged well. You're bitingly, and in all kidding aside, you are bitingly honest, and I love it because everybody wants honesty until you're honest with them, and then you're an asshole.
Yeah, then they hate you.
Right.
Yeah, well, I have a podcast with Sharice Neal at www.bobbieandsharicepodcast.com. We talk about everything. Also, I'm in the works. I just had an Emmy writer write the series for Dirty Rocker Boys, so we're pitching that all month.
Awesome.
Hopefully somebody will pick it up and you'll see a biopic on Dirty Rocker Boys soon. And I have a couple other things that are still on the DL, but I'm definitely have my foot in a few pots, so working on that stuff.
I love it. So much, and like I said, the Dirty Rocker Boys, and also now the new book, Cherry on Top, both available on Amazon. Find Bobbie Jean on Facebook. Give that a like. I mean, you do a search, you'll find it, and find the books and find all that good stuff. Just get some, get on board with it. It is a great read and a very upfront and like I said, bitingly honest book. Did you get any flack for anything that when you did the books? Both Dirty Rocker Boys.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, Tommy didn't like it. There's a couple people who had some issues with it, but nobody sued me because you can't sue anybody if you're telling the truth. So,
right.
But yeah, of course, a lot of people don't like to hear intimate stories about them usually. But that's just too bad because it's my perspective, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm on Instagram at Brown Bobbie. That's the only place I'm not at Bobbie Jean Brown. Brown Bobbie.
Okay.
But yeah, people follow me, get the book. Hope you enjoy it, and check it out. I have an online store, BobbieJeanBrown.net, all kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah, it's you could go on and on with the stories, and talking about the '80s. I mean, '80s that was a big party time, wasn't it? I mean, that was like a craziness, right? Wasn't it craziness?
Yeah. Yes, most definitely. Definitely. Just drugs and decadence and men who look like women, you name it.
I love it. And you know what else? I like here, even with some of the research we did here which is funny now with her, not only gorgeous, still trying to hook up with you, man. I'm still trying to hook up with you. But not only gorgeous, and your daughter, not only gorgeous, but funny. And I really mean that, which is really, really cool. And, it's like even the description of Cherry on Top, the book, a very, again, bitingly honest book by Bobbie Brown. It's like and I had to do this. The guys even set me up with this, which I'm sure nothing will surprise you. But it's like one fart joke, and I had to do some fart sound effects. Like one fart joke at a time. I mean, that's funny. Like that's fun. Like one.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Like one fart joke at a time. Correct.
Yes.
See.
Yeah.
It is with fart sound effects in the background with Bobbie Brown yet. Can you believe I'm doing this? But listen,
that will be a first.
Is this the first time that you ever did an interview with flatulent sound effects? I just need a yes.
Yeah, that's okay because they got that because I have a fart machine with a remote control that I always do to people, and it horrifies them, and I like to scare my dog with it. I don't know. I think it's funny.
You are a trip. Listen,
she fits right in here.
You do fit right. She fits in. You know what it is? It's being honest and being real with yourself, Bobbie Brown. That's what it is, right?
Yeah.
And
totally.
let's face it. Women have flatulence. They don't want to admit it, but maybe you do, but it happens. It's everybody does it.
Yeah, everyone does it. Nobody's that cute. I don't welcome people to fart on me. That's fine for sure. And I certainly don't do that because I don't think anybody's that cute. But literally, the fart machine is just hilarious.
That is free. That is funny. That is that's just too funny.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, and for those of you women that are out there for real, or even guys, there is a difference between queefing and farting. That's all I'm saying. I know that. So I just wanted to throw that out there. What else? With this interview being so real, and again, not coming in here with loaded questions here for you, but getting an upfront, candid interview, and I know you're busy. I know you got a bunch of things going on. I could go on and on, just shooting the shit, man. But what else? What else do we need to know? I mean, what else is that we need to, if we bring it full circle here with this interview? What else do we need to know about you other than picking up this book? And if you haven't gotten Dirty Rocker Boys or her latest Cherry on Top by Bobbie Brown, what else is on the docket? You know, other than pitching a show.
I would say to check out the podcast because it's freaking hilarious. And the first episode we called The Real Dirt because it premiered the day after The Dirt came out, and Sharice and I just let it rip. I mean, we talk about everything. I imitate Vince singing, and I mean, it's pretty. We talk about literally everything, but it's super honest and hilarious. And if anybody wants a good laugh, they should check it out.
That is, I love it. The dramatic ups and downs of her. Your biggest reinvention yet. I love how that's stated on Amazon. Amazing stories that are in the book. And you think maybe on that podcast, maybe we'd get a plug for Colossal Radio? Because, I mean, do you think that would happen?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm just throwing it
out
out there.
me. Yeah, have Dave email me all the details, and we can totally do that. And, totally can do that.
You, can I ask if there was one memorable? I don't know. There's probably so many. I say this all the time, Steber. You know this, but it's and it's hard to answer. Is there one memorable thing that it's like, oh my God, you'll never believe this? Anything that might not have made the book, or even if it is in the book, that happened in Bobbie Brown's life?
You mean like a juicy detail?
Yeah, maybe like a juicy detail. Going, oh my God, I can't believe that. Wow. He saw me naked, kind of thing, or I don't know.
Okay.
Something.
Oh no, like maybe the story about Dave Navarro, how I met him. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Okay. I had to go. He asked a friend for a book, and I had it, so I went to go bring it to his house, and he opened the door, naked with a rifle and a feather boa on. He said, "Hey, can you cuss on this show, by the way?"
Yes.
Okay.
You can do anything you want to do.
He said, hold on one sec. I'm busy fucking a starfucker downstairs. Here, sit down. I'll be done in a second. He puts on a video of himself masturbating and goes downstairs, then comes upstairs with the girl in tow, puts a sticker on her shoulder that says starfucker, pushes her out the door, bye, and then comes in. He has on lavender bell-bottom pants that were see-through, a leopard hat, sunglasses, still the feather boa, and then wraps the toaster cord around his arm and shoots up. I'm like, oh my God!
Wow.
This is So that was how I met Dave Navarro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. And listen, the stories and more. Know enough about Bobbie Brown, and just from, again, doing what I've done for a long time and doing some research and knowing some of these crazy stories where decadence for sure was crazy in the 80s. And these stories are more upfront, real, that you'll find in the book, Cherry on Top. But fun, though, too. And a lot of great times, right?
Yeah, I mean, I find the funny in everything. So, I mean, there's some dark moments, obviously, because I've had some dark moments, but you don't leave finishing the book with, I'm definitely not into victim stances. Right. So I take accountability for all my own choices, and, I've learned from everything, and that's what you in the book feeling. You don't feel sorry for me. You feel like, yeah, okay, great, Awesome. So it's a good feeling. I'm very girl's girl, supportive, lift people up. That's my mantra, and I'm all about positivity. So, it's a good book. It's a good read. It'll make you feel good about yourself and the choices you didn't do in life. So I think it's good. I think, people will walk away from it going, oh, yeah, rooting for me, not hating on me. Thank God.
No,
More celebrities should be like you.
Yeah.
They really should be.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Totally agree with Steber. Totally. I mean, it's you take responsibility for yourself. You don't have to hide behind it. Let's face it, man. There's everybody has skeletons in their closet. No matter who you are, no matter if it's way over the top,
Exactly.
whatever it is, you everybody does. There's nobody that does not. And for you to be that candid about it, and that frank. I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
The positive vibes and the just do you attitude is this radio station's mantra and my mantra as well. This interview,
I love it.
This interview with Bobbie Brown, please check out this book, Cherry on Top, her latest, and so funny, the podcast as well that you'll find. Just get online, Bobbie Brown, Bobbie Jean Brown. You'll find it. Do a search. You'll find all the stuff from the podcast and everything else, and where to buy the book. It's just so easy, and the store as well. I don't know, man. Like I said, I hope you like the interview because I just kind of like hang out and just shoot the shit, man, with people. That's all I do.
It was great. Thank you.
And if you could just hang on a second, we'll get back into our thing. But just hang on if you could for one quick minute, and we'll get right to you. Listen, Bobbie Brown, make sure you check things out online, and get there. You'll like I said, quick search. You'll find it all.
Lehighton, Palmerton, Gemthorpe, and nationwide. It's Colossal Radio. Find us online at colossalradio.rocks.